From ravens to grizzly bears, Montana's wildlife becomes highly opportunistic as they take on a sense of urgency preparing for the upcoming winter. And there are two species of pine trees that play a critical role in the winter survival of a variety of Montana's wildlife.
Limber pine and whitebark pine are actually cousins. And right in Montana, those two species overlap, with whitebark pine at a higher elevation and limber pine at a lower elevation. So the important role that limber pine and whitebark pine play in our landscape are these amazing little nuts. They're actually seeds, and we call them pine nuts, actually have a really, really high fat content. And in the fall, when those nuts are ripe, then animals of all sorts make use out of them. The primary animal is the Clark's nutcracker. Other birds feed off of them. Now the squirrel will also gather these cones and gather them by the hundreds and thousands and make huge caches of cones. That works out really, really well for the grizzly bear, who finds these caches, digs them up, and will munch the cones and work those fat seeds out. And it turns out that in years where there's a really good crop of seeds, we see a lot fewer grizzly bears in the human-grizzly bear interactions. They stay up high, they get really fat, so it's a really, really important part of our landscape.
Also, sow bears that have fattened on a good crop of pine nuts often produce litters of 3 cubs, as opposed to twins or a singleton. This is Mike Gurnett, out among Montana's fish, wildlife, and parks.